Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Call of Cthulhu. Where we last left off was that we're here at the ritual spot that the game is telling me to get to, because it's been prophesized that Piers has to be here. I can't even open up the journal either, so it's just telling me no, that's it. You can't go anywhere further with this journal thing. A little bit annoyed because I feel like this might be the end of the game, but I'm not too sure yet. We're gonna take the plunge and make the decision, I believe. You have to make the decision, I think, at this point. Which, there's probably like 3 or 4 decisions to make in this game. I'm guessing that much. Sarah Hawkins painting the floor. To summon Leviathan, I guess is what is going on. But Pierce is also having a lot of split personalities in his head, telling him what to do now. So,
what? Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
I know.
You were waiting for me.
God damn.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover, but I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
Are you crazy? Are you lost? Well, I don't have a... Occultism is not high. Yeah, I'm gonna let my sanity run, unfortunately.
I have seen things. Strange and horrifying, but always true.
Will you trust my words?
No.
Yes.
Ah!
One man only, prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Yes, yes.
Truth is so weird.
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Is it ending the game? What's everyone doing? Are they singing, I guess? Yeah, because there's no singing because I turned off the music audio for this game, unfortunately. So there might be chanting that's like a music. Silence! Okay, yeah, you can't hear it because I think music is really out. Oh, he brought the dagger. That's the dagger that we stabbed the Shambler with in the painting. Oh, he bloody. I'm sorry. I'm filling in the dark, empty noises that isn't playing because the music is off. That's, I'm assuming, is what they're singing or whatever. Okay. Oh, the rocks are... I forgot that the rocks were floating in the air in this part of the game so far. Do we make a choice? Or do we have to, like... Oh, come on, I got no other options? What the hell? Or do we wait till the options show up? That would be cool if the options, like, are hidden until we do something. Or until we wait a little longer. But I can't really say for sure because it's not showing me anything besides the I will perform the ritual. But maybe this is the only choice I get because I've only selected the options up to this point for that. Come on, Pierce. Shoot me! That's what she's trying to say. End it all! I don't know. She's not saying anything, but she's just moving the thing. I am curious if you have to wait to see if there's any actual option that shows up. Because it seems kind of interesting that the camera changes to a different scene here. Is there no other option? Come on, man. You gotta give me another option. Game, you frickin' give me another option. I'm not gonna perform the ritual. I don't want to perform this ritual, game. I am wondering how long if it will take to just switch back to the original scene earlier, but fine, I'll perform it. Screw it. Yeah, I can't shoot the character apparently, so I can't do much. Yeah, because the sanity won't let us. I think you need to have like at least some sanity to let us like be able to get out of that situation, but I screwed up anyways a lot. Okay, I mean, this is kind of sad that they're trying to make him. Oh, the paint's flying. Okay, paint's flying. Pierce is half unclothed for some odd reason. How did he get that scar though? I just realized he has a shoulder chest scar right here. And I'm wondering if it's related to this whole madness or not. Wait, are they saying they're gonna stab me with that dagger? Just so they can release their monster? Oh, wow. Really? Killing me is the only way to continue this ritual? Yeah, this is the only path I can take, unfortunately, because I messed up a lot of the choices, like, previously, so I'm probably getting the worst ending, honestly. Honestly speaking, I feel like I got the worst ending, unfortunately. And I wasn't even given the option to save Drake, because I heard that... I know that Drake was meant to be saved in order to avoid problems, but it seems like that's not possible anymore, considering how, like, they didn't even let me choose to go to his place first before going here. But, I don't know. Look, they found the monster. They see it. Wait, what's going on? Oh, everyone's gone. Jeez. There's Leviathan. Cthulhu. Hello, Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Dedicated to the founder of the Chaosism, a grand shaman. Wait, that's the end of the game? What an anticlimactic ending of a game. What the heck was that? Wait, the game just like said, hey, well, you got the guys to show up. Well, you're not fighting that thing. You just literally ended the world in the hand of that thing just showing up in this. That's the end of the game. What? Or this particular ending of the game. What? I just don't get it. Why you just show the Cthulhu show up, or the Leviathan? Leviathan is what they call the guy. Why make him show up and then suddenly he's just no longer like nothing? He just shows up just for the sake of showing up. Is it because there was an anticipation of a call, like an anticipation or an expectation of either building a DLC expansion for the game or a Call of Cthulhu sequel to this game? Because I feel like one of these two was probably in the works, but the game of this particular ending probably didn't speak for it. Or maybe it is the worst ending, and the worst ending is to close you out as a player, so you don't really know if you've made the wrong choice or the right choice or whatever, because it's just there. That the Cthulhu thing is just there. All the Cthulhu fans! La Fani Brioche. Oh, this is all in French. Or that those parts of it was in French, I think. I can't read French, so I can't say anything. I don't know. I'm gonna have to silence this part a little bit more because I hear music a little bit, like very, very slight bit of music that can be picked up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I truly feel like I've gotten the ending I wanted, I made a lot of choices that I don't think I managed to get to where I wanted to go for the game. Like, I felt like I didn't get the choice to save Drake. I never got to see the scene of, like, finding this door that basically unlocks the Cthulhu Leviathan that's been blocked behind. Like, I didn't get to see those two visions come to fruition. I only saw the one vision of unleashing Leviathan Cthulhu. But I think that one of the biggest point of the game, I think, is that if you go insane, that's it. Like, that's the end of the game for you. Because the insanity will push the player all the way to the worst ending, technically, I think. But it's my fault because I took a whiff of alcohol every step of the way. I never skipped a single sip. But I didn't skip because I was just like thinking, oh, you know, what's the point of like the alcohol? Usually, like, you give an option, the player who probably doesn't want to think about it will be like, oh, I'll just take a sip. Who cares, you know? It's like that's how detectives are. They just like to drink. Well, not real detectives probably, but noir detectives, like fictional detectives usually like to take a whiff or a drink or a cigar or whatever. Oh, so there's a scene, extra scene. Oh, there's an extra scene. Okay, show us what's going on here. That's Fitzroy for sure. Oh! Oh! Getting into a scuffle. Every cultist is beating each other up. All the cultists are like, screw you, you don't belong here. I bet one of them is beating up Pierce. Or something. Jeez. Everyone's just like literally beating each other up. Everyone's going insane. Oh, sheesh. What is going on? Oh, Pierce is still there. Just like not really caring too much. Is he eating somebody's hand? Oh. Oh, they're like zombies. Wait, what? I'm so confused. So Pierce just goes mad? He just goes insane? Like, what was that movie with Nicolas Cage? Like, with where he goes, like, angry. I forget what that movie was. It's like a mixture of, like, horror-ish, stylish kind of, like, anger and rage. Oh, they're gonna choke him out? Oh, nope. Couldn't top him. Oh. Ooh. Okay. It kind of reminds me of that one movie with Nicolas Cage when he's like raging because his lover or wife or something was kidnapped and they did some crap things to her, and it's just like, it makes me think of how Pierce is acting a little bit, rage kind of thing. Wait, is that... Oh, Sarah Hawkins is dead. Oh. Is she gonna blink? Blink if you're alive. Oh, achievement. The Call of Cthulhu achievement unlocked. It says Revive Cthulhu, I think it said. Alright. Let's see if we actually... Where does this go? Does it just goes right at the ending, I guess? Right out of the bat? I do want to see if this just goes back to that one part of where we started the episode. Because if that's the case, then that means that's the end of the game. Like, there's literally nothing else besides that ending if you just want to keep seeing the ending, I guess. To see the revival of Cthulhu, technically. So, I do think that there is a point where you need to hit, like, certain types of big decisions. So, saving Drake is definitely one of them, I think. Saving Drake would help us probably deal with this thing. Sparing Bradley, I think. Yeah, this gets us back here. Okay. I'm just going back to the menu. So, apologies if I was just doing that out of the blue. No, I don't think I have anything here. Credits again? The Grand Shaman of Gaming. Oh, okay. Greg Stratford. Yeah, I'm gonna let the credits run again as I talk, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me on Call of Cthulhu. This was a very short game, I feel like. I ran about like 20 hours. It's like about 10 hours, a little bit over 10 hours, I guess I'd say. I do think the game does have very high replayability for sure. There are probably choices I could have taken elsewhere. I could have allocated my stats differently to get like certain information rather really quickly early on. I do think this game is pretty unique, I think, in terms of how I started with this game. But I think that the hard part is... not the hard part, but the iffy parts started happening probably at midpoint forwards, I guess. Because it started getting kind of confusing to why the Shambler was important. I mean, I understand the Shambler is like a monster that kind of works in the favor of Leviathan and stuff like that. But then it's like, why did that thing matter the most, and why did it take up multiple chapters to try to say, hey, it's an important thing to kill, but then suddenly we can't stop Leviathan? Like, I felt like that was the weird, unexplainable point of why the Shambler had some big-ass important role in this. I don't know, I didn't see anything. I just see it as more like a mystery that they were trying to uncover, but then the mystery just kind of led us astray to do something else that wasted our time, to not worrying about, like, Cthulhu's revival somehow. I mean, it did lead us to... the Necronomicon did lead us to finding Sarah Hawkins at the mental hospital with Fuller, but I don't know. It's just I don't know why the Shambler was a thing, really, honestly. Maybe because they needed some kind of threat to get the player at least to be interested in playing further, but I feel like it's just the hardest thing to explain itself as part of the game and stuff like that. But yeah. I don't think I'm going to play this game again, per se. Not to say that I don't like to see the other endings. I would love to see the other endings. I probably might just pull up a video and just watch it. Or look up the information on how you would achieve the other endings. I mean, this one is a lot harder to decipher what's the key moments to get to the good ending, to the best ending, or to the most neutral endings. This is probably the worst ending, I think. The worst ending as in like the worst scenario, not worse as in like it's bad. I love to see the fact that Cthulhu shows up at the end of the game. It's cool to see the big monster just popping up in the sea, but he didn't seem like he got involved at the ending there. After the credits roll, he just does nothing. He's just not even there in the scene whatsoever, and it kind of felt sad that they just had it there. And they just didn't even like bother to do anything to show him as like some sort of like god amongst the men. Instead, it's just Pierce just beating up people because everyone goes mad and crazy and stuff. So it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this is how the bad ending goes. Is everyone dies, basically, is what they're saying. What else is there? Gameplay is very mild, I think. I like the fact that it's a conversation game. I do appreciate games that it's just like the focus is conversation, though it tries its best to try to mix that gameplay up with like stealth, which was kind of iffy. I didn't like the stealth section of the game. Gunplay was kind of like meh, it's there, but it's just like protecting you to like get to your point of destination, and it just didn't feel like it was anything important, unfortunately. And no stats play a role in stealth nor combat of shooting. And I just wish there was, like, I don't think there would be, it didn't make any sense to have the gunplay nor the stealth section, because it felt like it was just a way to just try to get rid of this conversation-focused gameplay that they were going for a lot of the scenes. Like, if you look at the whole series as a whole from where I was playing, it was always conversation, investigation, puzzle, and what's it called? Puzzle and cutscenes and stuff like that. Like, it's just very narrative, cinematic-y kind of experience. But then having to drop gunplay and stealthing, it was a little bit hard to really like navigate, considering that you don't get tutorials for it. You have to actually instinctually understand those things right off the bat. So like if a new player comes in and they're like, crap, I don't know how to play stealth games that well, or I hate stealth game, whatever, then it would be so hard for them to kind of get past the Shambler stealth section. Or if they're not good at shooters and they miss like 5 bullet shots, like there was no crosshair right off the bat, so it's like without the crosshair, somebody who shoots, they're just like, shoot, I'm missing all my shots because I don't know where I'm shooting at or how I'm shooting at it. Would probably definitely be very painful to somebody who's like an FPS shooter and stuff like that. And somebody who's probably not really good at FPS would not enjoy it either. Enjoy that part of the section, but they would probably be able to get through it because you can sneak through it too. But there was a weird point where stealth is kind of like useful in the case, but then isn't properly indicated that you need to know how to stealth your way through things. Yeah, and then there's no stats behind that. Like, I wish this perception would make you harder to detect, I think. Or, maybe spots hidden could have been an interesting bit to make you less seeable to the monster / people enemies. But it's just like, I don't know. I do think there was points in times where the narrative was kind of very confusing. Like, some things were like, oh, now this person's gone crazy. Oh, this person is now important to the case. And, oh, like, the twist of Sarah Hawkins not dying is kind of not the greatest thing to kind of, like, not retcon, like, throw in the mystery that she is not dead is kind of like the weird part to me. It's just like, I kind of think Sarah Hawkins dying could have made it more interesting to like leave it as like her leaving some mystery behind it, but instead she's revealed to be the one of the main pillars of the cultists is trying to revive Cthulhu. And so it's just like, oh, I guess that's how it goes. But yeah, I don't know. The story just seems very iffy at the same time at the ending points, but that's probably because it's trying to service the player who made different choices. So there probably is like 4 or 5 different endings, I bet. So then they're just trying to service each one, but make it so that the choices you make kind of lines you up kind of properly to the 4 different endings in this game. I do think there's 4 endings, or 4 or 5 endings, because there is 5 hidden achievements that I have not touched on. I don't know if 5 of them are the endings, or if 3 of them are endings. I don't even know. But I do think that the game definitely needed more time to kind of sink in onto the stuff that I might have missed out on. Like, at least give me more of a indicator of where the main choices are, because I feel like there isn't an easy figuring out how I could not be able to get to Drake, or where does sanity plays a huge role into the story. Like that, those kind of things is harder to kind of pick up on over the long times of playing, I think. But yeah. But anyways, that's it for the Call of Cthulhu series. I'm probably gonna call it here. I unfortunately wish I could go to the other endings, but I feel like if I do, I would have to spend another 10 hours just to see all the other choices. I did miss a few achievements here and there, but that's because some of them require more, maybe like keen eyes, or you might need more stats or whatever. So maybe that I could have like taken up like more higher stats on spots hidden, could have been giving me a little bit more of something there, but I missed out a few things here and there. Some occult stuff could have been grabbed. I don't think I got all the occult items because they probably might have some associations to spot hidden stats. There is definitely different endings, of course. Different choices could have been made, and I could have just avoided drinking alcohol throughout the whole game, of course, but I never avoided it, so it was just the sad part that I just didn't do. Yeah, I mean, overall, my time with Call of Cthulhu was pretty good. I think that there could have been more to it, and there could have been less of some things, like the stealth. But I think that it's definitely a decently good game that could service your time if you feel like you have nothing better to do, or you want a just more story focused kind of game with some minor like gameplay like changes here and there, like change ups of styles of game. Yeah, but anyways, thank you guys for watching this series with me. And if you guys want to get the game yourself, I'll put all the links to where you can find this game in the description box down below. If you guys want to check out other games similar to this, obviously all the past videos always had some sort of recommendation to another playlist of games that I've played that are like first-person games to horror games and stuff like that. If you want to see what's next, that will be probably not long from now. I usually have a set schedule, so it's like it'll be this game, and then 3 days from now, it will be the one that comes up as the next game to take over the slot of this time frame of Call of Cthulhu's upload. So that will be the next game. I can give it a hint, and that's probably another first-person game, because I was planning on doing another first-person game right after this one. But that one's going to be a little bit different in tone and style, and I'm excited for that one. So that will be pretty fun to look into or go into. But overall, I say that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys for joining me on the series. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, and night, or whenever watching this. And hope to see you guys in another video or another series of mine on the channel. So, Roz, out.